The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, I gotta admit, with both teams having epically different results last night, I didn't know which team to lead with the Cubs or the White Sox. But let's just go good, bad, right?
Let's go good, bad.
And it's incredibly good and incredibly bad. But Cubs, where Kenzie was in attendance last night at the game, the Cubs are going to the damn World Series. I'm telling you.
It's such a good game.
They're going. So they scored 6 runs in the 7th inning against the Giants when they were down 6-4 to eventually win 11-8. Kenzie, you were there. I want to hear more about it in a second. But first, let's throw the stats at you to see if you're impressed by these stats.
Okay.
Only the best team in baseball, the Braves, have more runs since the All-Star break than the Cubs, and only the Dodgers have more wins than the Cubs since the All-Star break. Impressive?
They're pretty good. We're up there.
Yeah, we're
It's a
up
lot
there.
of teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing good.
It's a lot of teams.
A lot of teams, baby.
Also, Justin Steele leaped to the top of the Cy Young betting odds. You weren't impressed with his 12 home wins?
I want to say something.
Oh, okay.
I was impressed.
Is this time for a public apology?
No, but it just irritates me because people don't listen. I think it is impressive. I just think more athletes should be impressive. They get paid a lot of money. That's what I was saying. So it's like, that shouldn't be like a lot of people should be able to do that in the professional athlete world. I can't do it.
Right.
But I don't
No one-
make millions of dollars to play baseball. So it's very impressive. But like more people should be on the impressive list is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, what I'm going to say here,
Oh God.
everybody can't win. Somebody's got to lose the games. Otherwise, if all pitchers had 12 to 16 wins, let's say.
Right, but like the losers don't work in sports. Like here I am. You know what I mean? I lost a lot in high school. This is a group of winners.
Oh, boy.
You know?
I understand what you're trying to say.
You know what I'm saying?
I understand it, but it's not possible. And let's just appreciate Justin Steele. They'll do it again this afternoon for the sweep of the Giants before they have to face somebody they're fighting against in the wild card race. The D-backs come to Chicago tomorrow for the Cubs. Now let's get to the White Sox.
I'd rather not.
Case is the White Sox fan here in the room. They blew. I don't even know how to say this because I've never heard of this before. Did this ever happen before?
Go ahead. Explain it.
They blew a 6-0 lead first, and then found a new way to lose on a balk.
They lost on a walk-off balk last night.
A walk-off balk.
Which is an illegal move towards home plate for
Well,
anybody that is unfamiliar.
Yeah, Case played, was a D3 prospect in baseball. So what exactly, describe it.
So what happened last night was the White Sox were up late. They blew a lead in the 9th inning. The closer was on the mound. The bases were loaded, 2 outs, and he didn't come set. So when a pitcher pitches, you have to come set for a second before you fire the ball to home plate, before you make a movement towards home. And he tried to quick pitch the Royals and basically did what like an 8-year-old would do to try to catch somebody off guard.
Is that what your son does that in Little League Baseball there,
Does
in
he
minor
ever just
baseball?
go really
No,
fast?
he knows better than the ball.
So they lost the game not by, a home run, not by a double into the gap, but merely by a mental and physical error.
Ozzie Guillen in the post-game show, I thought his head was going to explode.
Do you have, it's in the show audio folder. Can you play the audio of Jerry Reinsdorf talking about this season and the word that he used to describe the White Sox 2023, which is, quote, a nightmare?
Here's what it is.
This has been my 43rd year in baseball. It's the worst year I've ever suffered through. It's been a horrible experience. I feel awful. I know how our fans feel, and we're gonna put this behind us, and we're gonna go forward and get better. But this has really been a nightmare.
Now, also, who chose the music for that audio?
That's NBC Sports Chicago. We had nothing to do with
It
that.
sounds way more inspiring.
Yes.
Than it's like it's gonna be in a movie, and then what he's saying is just awful.
Like we have Halloween's coming up. They should have used the Shining music. Instead, look how uplifting the music is to what he's saying.
This has been my 43rd year in baseball. It's the worst year I've ever suffered through. It's been a horrible experience. I feel awful. I know how our fans feel, and we're gonna put this behind us, and we're gonna go forward and get better. But this has really been a nightmare.
The problem is that if this were a movie, that music would be in the background, but then it would continue and he would go, we're going to draft the right guys, we're going to make the right trades, and next year we're going to win the World
We're
Series.
matching the Yankees budget. Oh, my God.
But instead he was like, so about the fat folds and the gun.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we're still waiting to hear more on that. But I got to actually give credit to Jerry Reinsdorf. If you were a Southsider, at least he spoke like you're thinking. He didn't just come in there and go, well, just exactly what you just said they say. We're going to do better. And there was a lot of improvements this year people weren't counting on.
No, he sounded like a prisoner of war. He's like, this has been awful.
Yeah.
It's just been terrible.
Like, this is not going well.
I mean, bro is 87, and he's out there. He has to deal with this. He's worth about $7 billion owning the White Sox and the Bulls. Just sell it and move on, bro.
But he said last week, he in this press conference, he said, well, everybody wants me to sell the team, but I don't have any hobbies. I have nothing better to do. Kinsey, think about that. Put yourself in that perspective. You're worth $7 billion, and you won't sell because you want to work.
I don't want to work now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
That is Bad Omens. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Sold out show at the Salt Shed coming up. Great song.
Oh, my God, I love that song.
And coming up, more things you can go see for free. How about this? We gave away a lot of tickets to that show, but 311 AWOL Nation. Now, that is a show I will not miss. I promise. Saturday night, I don't have to worry about getting up next morning. Saturday, September 23rd. Tickets on sale now from Live Nation. That is not sold out. You can still get a ticket at the venue at Horseshoe Casino. But you can get free ones right now at 312-591-8300 if you beat Kenzie in a trivia contest. I would love if the guy that hit on you at Target in the aisle as a married woman pregnant would call up and compete against you. That'd be amazing.
Why?
Another thing would be amazing is if you would let the winner, if you lose, choose the name of your baby.
What is going on?
Well, some listeners...
Why? You didn't do that.
No, a listener suggested that yesterday. That if you lose, they get to pick the name of your baby.
Which listener?
I don't remember who it was, but somebody checked in on that and
Because
texted
that makes a huge difference.
Does it?
Some of them hate me.
Name him Satan.
Yeah, like you. It's like, okay.
So 312-591-8300. That is not on the table, but you can make a recommendation. Compete against Kenzie in trivia for 311 AWOL Nation tickets right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin.
Q101.
Well, this is exciting. 311 AWOL Nation tickets on the line for the venue at Horseshoe Casino. That is Saturday, September 23rd. There's some tickets on sale from our friends at Live Nation. But we got free ones for you. And Jimbo.
Ahoy!
Jimbo. Going to be competing against Kenzie. Tell us something really quick about yourself, bud.
41 years old, a dad to teenagers, just trying to survive this world.
Wow. That's
Amen.
pretty
I feel that.
pretty bleak. God dang. What's going on, Elsa? Anything else going on in your life?
That's all we can hope for, you know what I mean?
Woo. Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a remodeler.
Oh, could have used you. I had a refurb foreclosure house I was going to buy. Damn it. Wish I met you a month ago.
It was a moldy home.
I'd
You
have
didn't
done
want
it.
any part of it.
Should you not do a moldy, water-damaged home? Should you not buy that and redo it? Is it too much work and money?
Well, not necessarily. Honestly, a lot of those companies, those mold remediation companies and all that stuff, they come out and oversell and prey on people's fears and make you spend $40,000 when it can be done for $8.
See? Should have met him. Should know you a month ago, Jimbo.
I don't know. That's an
taking
up in
care
the
of you.
air on if they're like, paint over it. Whatever.
Well, I mean, you can tear it out 99% of the time. You can tear it all out and restart without needing all these little extra stuff. I mean, our grandparents did it that way. They were okay.
They lived all right. They weren't all bleak on the apocalypse coming.
Died in their 40s. Remember that? They did okay?
Yeah, it's funny. They all looked like they were 40 when they were 18.
Yeah.
Those old pictures,
True.
I mean, if that's what you want for Harper.
Possible moldy house.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into this. First one to 5 wins. Listen carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal that point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3, call it.
Tails.
Tails never fails.
Ooh,
You lost a lot.
I know.
Lost a lot in a row here.
Yep.
All right, Jimbo, you ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Who was the second president of the United States?
John Adams.
Whoa, no hesitation? Dang, Jimbo.
I'm confident.
Oh, boy.
I'm taking these tickets home.
All right. Kenzie, Phil Collins composed the songs for what 99 Disney film?
Tarzan.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
I love Phil Collins.
Yeah. Did you love that movie, the soundtrack he did for that, too?
What?
Did you love that soundtrack for Tarzan?
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
One of the best Disney soundtracks.
Also, In the Air Tonight. Incredible drum solo there.
Oh, I love In the Air Tonight.
Kind of goes with Jimbo's theme of the apocalypse coming. That song is really dark.
All right, 1-1 and it's back to Jimbo.
Jimbo, what part of the eye gives it color? What is that called?
Is that the iris?
It is the iris.
All
Holy
right.
cow, Jimbo.
I mean, name another part of the eye. I got nothing else.
Would you have known the iris?
Pupil.
I would have
The
just said
pupil.
iris. I don't know anything else. Oh, pupil. Good point. That's fair.
There's the retina, the lens, the cornea.
Wow, there's a lot of eye experts on this show. I didn't see that coming. Whoa.
Okay, 2-1, back to Kenzie.
Yes, that is correct.
Kenzie, excluding Frank Sinatra, name one of the members of the Rat
Oh,
Pack.
that pisses me off. You did that intentionally.
Just if you missed yesterday's show, she said Jeffrey Epstein was in the Rat Pack. So I want to see what answers she gives today.
I think there's a Dean. So
Okay.
I'm going to... Jimmy Dean.
Now I'm just hungry. Oh, great sausages.
I don't know.
Hey, well, you were half right, but Jimbo?
Yeah, no half points. Dean Martin.
Dean Martin. Jimbo gets it.
No.
There's a couple more we're going to save for the next day. I'm asking every day.
That,
See what
I was going to
happens
say
there.
Dean Simmons, too, but that's wrong.
That's in the Kiss tribute band.
Yes,
There's a guy named-
even
It's Dean Simmons.
Damn it.
All right, it is 3-1. It's back to Jimbo.
Jimbo. Dr. Evil is the arch nemesis of whom?
Go Austin Powers.
Austin Powers is right. 4-1. Kenzie, are you ready? Name two of the three states that only have 4 letters. There's 2.
There's two of the 3 states that only have. So Iowa.
Iowa's
1, 2,
one.
3, 4. I immediately regretted that. I was like, wait.
Give me your
Iowa,
state.
Can I think of states? Like,
Yep.
what's the? I don't know.
3,
Iowa and
2,
let me think of.
1.
I'm just trying to go through all 50.
Yeah.
It's kind of pain in the ass. Jesus.
Jimbo for the win. Name 2 of the 3 states that only have 4 letters.
Man, that's tough. Iowa, and I'm stuck.
3,
I don't
2,
have it.
1. Wow.
You had way longer to think about it than me because I milked my time.
I know. I tried to make his timer go because he had like a couple minutes. So Iowa, Ohio, right nearby,
Ohio, yeah.
and Utah,
Utah.
where the Mormons are.
Where the Mormons are. It is 4-1. It is back to Jimbo. He can win with a correct answer.
Wow. Jim, the Union Jack flag is the de facto national flag of what country?
Yeah.
3, 2,
Is it the UK?
1. Well, it's not the UK technically, okay? Kenzie.
Not the UK. It's
3,
not the UK for sure. So it's
2.
like England.
It is England. That's right.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what you meant
That's
there.
right.
Couple choices.
Is this back to Kenzie?
It is.
So it's 4-2.
Yes.
Kenzie, what sport is the focus of the movie Lords of Dogtown?
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding. Great movie if you've never seen it, by the way. Even if you didn't board. Like I didn't board. I had metal wheels on my skateboard.
Not called boarding, called skating.
Yep.
I called it boarding.
Nope.
All right, 3-4. Jimbo can win.
Jimbo, what is the motto of the Three Musketeers?
One for all and one for all.
All for one and one for all is right. You are the winner. And you have 311 AWOL Nation tickets.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you so much for what you do about getting rid of mold or at least painting over it.
Absolutely. Kills is your best friend.
The Q101 Morning Crew's Clash with Kenzie.
On Q101.
All right, don't worry. If you wanted those tickets and didn't get them, we'll have more tomorrow at this time, 311 AWOL Nation at the venue at Horseshoe Casino, Saturday, September 23rd. Also, we have a huge announcement coming up at 8 a.m. involving Halloween, 8 a.m. right here with Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. As I said, at 8 a.m., we have a huge announcement involving Halloween, a pop-up show for you, as we did last year. We'll tell you what that is, 8 a.m., and this is not necessarily a new segment on the show, but it's something I just have to share because I can't get past it. We do this show and we talk about things going on in our lives because it relates to what you're doing in your life. And, I just want to get this out there so maybe somebody can make me feel better about my decision that I made.
What'd you do now? Jesus.
What I did was I have a 9-month-old baby, Harper. She loves music. And we just got done with swim classes, and that was a success, even though it started off very poorly. She cried, consistently for about 3 or 4 lessons before she finally came around. Now she likes swimming. She loves music. Old Town School of Folk is a great place in Chicago that other cities don't have. And
I thought you were going to say
old what? Old folks?
like Old Town Folk is like her favorite genre or something. I'm like, that's kind of weird for a baby.
Yeah, not yet. No, she loves Wheel of Fortune and she loves Miss Rachel on YouTube. She loves that. But Old Town School of Folk has all kinds of programs for kids and adults to learn guitar, learn music, everything. And they have these kids classes, the Wiggle Worms. And it's kids go in there and they can just get kind of an introduction to music. They play music, they hit on drums, people play guitar for them, all this stuff. It's a great class. And we want to get her in there. So boom, we're on vacation last week. I'm drinking a little bit. I got my buzz on. Also, just in kind of that decompression mode. And Megan has a few drinks on her too, a little bit. And she asked me, oh, by the way, those classes, they're going to be either on Saturday at 1 or Sunday at noon. What do you prefer for your work schedule? And I said, you know what? Saturdays, it's the day after work, so I just want to chill on Saturdays. So let's do it Sunday morning. Why not? Sunday at noon sounds good. We can go have the class, maybe get a little brunch, and then get on with the day. She goes, fine, booked it. $210, I think it was, something like that for 8 classes. And she's going to pay for it.
That's really affordable.
She's going to pay for it.
For
I'm not.
8 classes?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
210.
Yeah, I ain't paying for it. She is, but Megan is. Megan's got that.
Why is your money not together when it comes to at least your daughter?
It's a separate topic. We can discuss another time.
That's weird.
So, me, not even thinking clearly, said Sunday at noon. Sunday at noon, starting this Sunday, when you're talking about the football season starting.
Oh.
Football. And I pick that noon Sunday?
Well, those will be precious drum moments, so it'll be good.
That would be wonderful.
I'm sure it'll all be on beat and...
It gets worse.
What'd you do?
A couple months ago, I bought the NFL ticket for Megan because she's from Philly and wanted to watch the Eagles game. I paid $300 for the NFL ticket to make sure we watch every game at noon. We want to, no matter who. When the Bears start, I'm going to buy it on her TV so she can watch Eagles and Bears games at the same time. I can watch the Bears, she can watch the Eagles. I did all that. That's null and void now.
You do know what this means, right?
What does this mean?
This means that you're responsible for taking Harper because Megan should be allowed to stay home because this was her gift. You do realize that, right?
I don't realize that. I realize this is what you're saying now.
This is her present. You can't stay home and use it, and she misses out on it. Do you understand?
I understand what you're saying. This is something I didn't even think about.
So you have to be the one to bring Harper.
You don't think she wants to go to the music class?
This is her gift.
The NFL ticket was her gift so she could watch Eagles games.
Right. See, and she paid for Harper's lessons.
And she paid for the lessons. She paid for that too.
So she can't go. Will you sit home and use her gift? Do you get that?
Well, can't she go with me and we both have to have a loss?
Why would you both miss out?
So she gets it because it was a gift?
It's a gift you chose.
I did.
Against my advice.
I can't believe how bad I effed this up. All I had to say was Saturday at 1 o'clock. And it would have been fine. And I can't change it now. We've already paid for it. We already missed one lesson. We have to make that up because it was last Sunday when we were getting back in town. So we can't change it now. It's too late. The cycle started. And so I pick football. And to get that, I screwed myself so big here. It's unbelievable. Anyway, I'd like just other people to just chime in here a little bit at 312-591-8300. This is how I use the radio show to make me feel better. It's Radio for One.
I'm looking at some of these comments. I don't think you're going to feel a lot better.
Why? Just ripping on me or what?
Yeah.
It's not good. It's terrible. I know I screwed up. I effed up.
Everyone's like, you're an idiot.
I am an
I don't
idiot.
think you're going to feel good. I wouldn't read these if I were you.
Well, I don't want people just ripping on me. I want you guys to share how you effed up recently. Like, I effed up when I blank. And then,
Actually, if you just want to keep saying mean things about Brian,
no,
I think
don't
it's
do
funny.
that.
You don't have to send anything else.
That wasn't the point of me bringing this up.
I think it's funny.
Well, you feeling better. That's not the point. You already felt decent.
About what?
About just life in general. I feel terrible.
What do you mean I already felt decent? You don't know that. You never check in.
I ask you how you're doing in the morning.
No, you don't.
Listen.
And you know that. That's why you didn't even argue. You're like, wait.
No, I'm just
I
moving.
have an excuse.
I don't want it to turn into that. I want people to tell me something that they effed up in recently, so I feel better. Go, okay, we're all in this together. We can all screw up. And maybe with your kids, something you do that and you're going to miss out on something like $300 of NFL ticket because I'll be taking Harper to music classes and she's 9 months old and maybe won't appreciate them. I hope she does, but maybe she won't.
You probably just could have given her like a spoon and a pot and set it right in the living room.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, it's Brian and Kenzie, football week. Can't wait. Bears, Packers, Sunday. Now, thank God that game is a 3:25 start time because as I just told before the break how I screwed up, how I effed up, and I was hoping listeners would call up and say how they effed up to make me feel better about the situation when I just had a moment. Had that just, well, I was drunk. When Megan asked me, when do you want to do Harper's music classes, our 9-month-old girl at the Old Town School of Folk, and she said, noon Sunday sound good? And I said, yeah, sure, let's do it then. Not realizing at all at the moment, it's football season, let's go. I also bought the Sunday ticket for $300 to watch all the games.
As
As a gift to Megan because she's from Philly.
It's
to watch
Megan's Sunday ticket. You have to realize that.
Well, isn't
And
it
you can borrow it.
I can borrow it?
Yes, it's her gift.
She loves football, and she likes watching it and watching the Eagles games after being in the Super Bowl last year, and a lot of the games aren't carried in the Midwest, so I got the ticket for her. So now, apparently, according to Kenzie, she gets to stay home while I take Harper to music classes and use the NFL ticket.
You literally bought her. That is her gift. And then you chose the day of the classes and time.
But maybe since she
Why
likes
would she be the one to go?
Because maybe she, being a football fan, would have realized the same thing and maybe helped me out a little bit in that situation.
She probably thought it wasn't her problem because she has the Sunday ticket.
She wants to invite other people over to watch.
Whatever.
Hey, want to come over and watch all the games while Brian's taking Harper to music
she was like,
class?
that's on you because I have the NFL ticket.
Yeah. You know, I was just hoping people would have my side on this a little bit and maybe share something they screwed up so then I could feel a little better about myself. I'm not sure that's the way it's going to go here. But, well, maybe Nicole, checking in from Hobart. Nicole, ahoy.
Brian, hey, Kenzie.
Hi.
I don't have a recent story, but I have about 19 years worth of stories where I have had that moment. My children are 19 and 14, and I can tell you that I have had so many times where I have thought I was going somewhere or doing something or scheduling a weekly gathering with friends or getting ready to go to yoga or exercise, but forget it because something's always going on with your children, and that will happen for the entirety of your life with your children. So this is just one of many to come, Brian, one of many to come.
You will enjoy nothing from here on out.
You will enjoy all those times with your kids, but the stuff for yourself, you can forget it.
Well, I appreciate that, making me feel a little better, I guess, in the situation. But this is the problem. I made the choice. I could have made it on Saturday, and I screwed up.
I know. It happens. Well, your brain, you're so busy. You have work, you have a baby, you have all these events going on. You have so much stuff. It's hard to think that you have this free time available, and then when you think you got it, you always end up coming home and realizing, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to pick. I needed to do it this way. But you only have these minutes to make that choice, and often you end up making the wrong one. It's happened to me over and over and over again. But not only that, when you have children, your life just calls to take care of them and put them first, even though you're missing the football games, but you can record it and watch it later.
Oh, Maron. How can I do that?
Oh, stop saying that.
How can I do that with, I have all my DraftKings picks, my bets, and if I already see the results, because I'm not going to sit there and wait, I'm going to be looking at DraftKings during music class to see if I won money or
You're
not.
going to have to.
Holy
You have
cow.
to be real discreet about it, or you'll have to have someone in your ear telling you what's going on. You'll have to have a whole setup.
The difference between parents here is she's like, no, you're going to just enjoy what your kids are enjoying. And you're like, crap.
You better enjoy it because it goes fast.
I am. I'm enjoying every second of it. I'm a little mad at
Kind
myself.
of.
No, I know football season's kind of here, and it's the first football season with her because she was born November 9th. Like she was a newborn, and she was just, it was great to sit there with her on the couch last year. But now she's active and crawling. She needs attention.
Great. You're going to put your baby in a kennel during football season.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.